Many men who succeed in business quietly struggle in love. And there's a psychological reason for this. Let's just think about it. The differences between career success and intimacy, love, or relationship. Kind of two different ways of approaching life. In career success, you have things like logic, analytical thinking, independence, emotional restraint. If you're showing emotions at all in your career, it might be kind of a tampered down version of aggressiveness, right? You have that intensity, but not over the top, but that's okay. That emotion's okay because it's passionate, right? You're putting that into your work. But other emotions are frowned upon. You don't cry at work. There's no crying in baseball, right? You don't cry at work. It's logical. Think spreadsheets, think computers, IT, computer programming, right? Think these types of jobs. Any C-suite job, you have to approach things a certain way. The opposite that you might approach relationships. In relationships, it's about what? Emotions, vulnerability, the ability to express your needs and feelings. And depending on how you're wired, you may not even know what your needs and feelings are because you're not in touch with them. As a man, when you're younger, you maybe were told that certain emotions were not, right for a boy to express, that it was a weakness. So you just didn't do it. And so you have this complete opposite way of being. And then if you're, let's say, learning protection as a young child, maybe you're in your teens, the protection comes when, let's say you're 14, 15, whenever you first started to want to date, and you approach a girl, and maybe you try to ask her out, and she says no, or she laughs at you, the dreaded laugh, or maybe she turns away or does anything. It doesn't really matter what she does, because I guarantee at any age, but certainly when in those formative teenage years, you're reading into everything she's doing. You're reading her mind, her body language, everything. Like, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not attractive enough. I'm not smart enough, funny enough, with the right group. Whatever it is, you're projecting those things onto her response. So you're learning something at an unconscious level. That relationship, feelings, expressing desires can lead to rejection, can lead to embarrassment. And then you develop a fear of it. So maybe you don't do it as much. Or maybe you don't approach the women that you're really attracted to, or at the time, the girls you're really attracted to, and you approach girls that are maybe safer because they're already your friend. Or maybe you approach them in a way that's not very confident. Or maybe you just don't approach them at all. And that was your strategy. You internalized this fear, this unconscious fear of rejection, of embarrassment, of uncertainty, which is the hallmark of relationships. Relationships are uncertainty. Relationships are about being vulnerable. And that you may have carried this then into your 20s, into your 30s, where you're excelling at your career with these other skills, but the skills that are required for relationships go untested. These muscles are not being worked. And so you lose them, right? If you don't use it, you lose it. This is why so many successful men don't need those dating strategies, the pickup techniques, any kind of techniques, right? The opening lines, right? You don't need those because it's really about being able to dissolve those deeper patterns, deeper fears, unconscious patterns, unconscious fears. Because these are the things that make intimacy and thus relationships and love feel unsafe.